Hello and welcome to another video, the final video of 2023 on the channel. This year's flew by, but we're back with the match preview of our game on New Year's Day against Preston North End. Not an easy game. If you remember, Preston were top of the league for a good while at the start of the season, so they're managed by Lowe, who has got a great record. I didn't realise he'd been there since 2021. He took over in December 2021 and since then he's managed 102 games. He's won 39, drew 27, lost 36, got a win percentage of 38%, which is good. Overall, he's got a win percentage of 41%. He's managed 310 games. He's won 128, drew 79, lost 103. And that's covering 3 clubs. He was at Bury as caretaker manager, then he got the job full time. Then he went to Plymouth. We know the job he did at Plymouth, great. And then obviously took over at Preston. Now the Preston squad, you can see the top 3 performers for them this season: Alan Brown, Liam Miller and Liam Lindsay. 3 great players. Goals wise, Will Keane, Alan Brown and Milutin Osmajic. So Keane's got 6. Remember the signing from Preston. Alan Brown's got 4, and Osmajic's got 4 as well. Assists, Miller has got 4. Dwayne Holmes, another centre forward, has got 4, and Alan Brown. So you can see in amongst them graphics, Alan Brown's a big figure, and Liam Miller is a big player for them as well. But they've also got some other players in there as well, likes of Ched Evans, vastly experienced centre forward, and Ben Woodburn, who I believe was at Liverpool at one stage. He might even still be there. It might be a loan signing. This season, like I said at the start of the video, they were top of the league for quite a few games. Started off the season really well. They beat us at the 3rd game of the season, 2-1. But since then they have dropped off. So they're currently sitting 11th place in the Championship. They've played 25, won 10, drew 5, lost 10. They've scored 37, but they've conceded 42. They do concede a lot of goals. That is until the playoffs, of course, where they'll probably keep a clean sheet. The away form this season, they've played 12, won 4, drew 3, lost 5. They've scored 13, conceded 18, and they're on 15 points. The last 10 games, like I say, they're not in the best of form. The last 10, they've played 10, won 3, drew 1, lost 7. They've scored 10, conceded 19, and they've only taken 10 points from 10 games. They lost at home to Sheffield Wednesday on Friday night, and Sheffield did have a man sent off, and that was late on, but they got beat 1-0. They did beat Leeds the game before 2-1, but Leeds had a man sent off. They lost at Swansea. They lost at home against Watford 5-1. Then they beat Huddersfield away 3-1. So a little bit of a mixed bag recently, but like I say, generally they're out of form. They've only won 3 in the last 10. So it's a game where we should be looking to take full advantage. Formation wise, well, they do kind of mixed up a little bit, but in the last away game they played kind of a 3-4-2-1 with a back 3 of Andrew Hughes, Liam Lindsay, Jordan Storey in the midfield. Robbie Brady, who went off injured, Ryan Ledson, Alistair McCann, Brad Potts, and then them 3 players that I mentioned who big players for them: Dwayne Holmes, Alan Brown and Ched Evans playing up front. Big physical striker. So not going to be an easy game, like I've said. There can be a physical side, and that's with the top goal scorer on the bench as well. So will Keane come back into the team and Ched Evans be rested? We'll have to wait and see what Ryan Lowe decides. But like I say, not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Well, for us, probably again in midweek, you know, we were after a half decent performance against Hull, where Clarke's goal probably papered over the cracks. It was heading for another ball, a 0-0 draw. Again, the way on Friday night, poor against Rotherham. Our form in the last 10 games is slightly better than Preston's, but we've played 10, won 4, drew 2, lost 4, scored 10, conceded 12. We've took 14 points out of them last 10 games. Like I say, we drew at Rotherham, we beat Hull away, we then lost at home to Coventry 3-0, we lost to Bristol City 1-0. So the football since Michael Beale took over, you can already see that we're playing at a slower tempo. The high press has gone. It's boring to watch. It really is boring. The draw, the Friday night draw against Rotherham, you know, again, hadn't been for Jack Clarke, it would have been a 1-0 defeat against bottom of the league side. It's terrible. Our top players, say Jack Clarke, Dan Neil, Dan Ballard, our 3 top performers this season. Goals wise, Jack Clarke, you know, if it hadn't been for Jack Clarke, where on earth would we be? 12 goals this season. Dan Neil's got 4, Job's got 4. Assists, now that tells you all. Alex Pritchard's got 5 assists from 19 starts this season. You know, why he's not in the team regular is beyond me. Dan Neil's got 3 assists, Jack Clarke's got 1. For me, Pritchard is a key player, but yeah, time and time again, he gets overlooked for the likes of Abdullah Bar, El Shish, and it's really frustrating. For me, this is the side that I would pick. I would make 4 changes. I would switch to a back 3. I'd have Jefferson Bennett in for Roberts. I'd have Rushin in for Job, Pritchard in for Ekwar, and Pembelia in for El Shish. Pembelia came on as a sub on Friday night, and no, didn't do too badly. I know he's still getting back to fitness in the mind. I want to rush him back, but for me, I'd put him in. This is the team I'd play, so I'd have Patterson in goal. I'd have a back 3 of Luke O'Neill, Dan Ballard, Jensen Sealt, wing backs of Pembelia and Hume. In the middle, I'd have Alex Pritchard and Dan Neil, with Jack Clarke on the left, Jefferson Bennett on the right, and up front Nasri Rushin, you know, has to play at centre forward. We have to start playing these centre forwards. The only way they're going to get better and going to learn and going to improve is by playing them. You know, these poor kids, especially, you know, Rushin, Emir, Benetia, brought them from these foreign countries, Ukraine, Costa Rica, and they've just took the piss out of them. You know, left the families, left the home, expecting big things when they come to Europe. Yes, you expect them to take a while to settle in, but, you know, if I was Russian, I'd just say, send me back to Ukraine. I'm pissed off. You know, it's not on. It's not on. You've never been given a chance apart from 2 or 3 games where he hasn't scored, and they've, you know, they didn't play him. Friday night, Burstow came on, you know, who's probably been the worst performers out of all the forwards so far this season. And we'll bring him on, and we didn't play to the strengths. You know, surely, like when you play a striker, let's start playing some balls in behind, you know, putting crosses in the box instead of just keep on playing the same way of get the ball to Clarke and hope for the best, like I said in my previous video. Now that's the team I would pick. This is the team that I think Michael Beale will pick, where it'll probably only be 1 change. It'll be Abdullah Bar in for Jack Roberts. Patty Roberts. It'll be Anthony Patterson. It'll be a back 4 of Sealt, Ballard, O'Neill and Hume. Midfield 3 will be Awashish, Dan Neil and Ekwar. And up front it'll be Clarke, Bellingham and Barr. That's what it'll be. Predictable. Read them like a book. And it's laughable. You know, we need to mix things up a little bit, and, you know, just try some different things, and instead of being so one-dimensional, we're absolutely so predictable, so one-dimensional. It's getting boring. It's getting frustrating. And if we lose Jack Clarke in January, then God help us, absolutely God help us. Score prediction wise, well, if he picks that side, I really can't see us beating Preston. Like I say, the football's taking a step back. We're slow to build up. Need urgency. You know, it's all side to side, playing in front of oppositions and not trying to get in behind them. So I'm going to go for a 1-1. I've got no confidence whatsoever. So it's a 1-1 from me. But don't forget to get your score predictions in the comments below, to get yourself into the competition for the SAFC shirt for next season, whichever one you want. There was one winner who got the correct score prediction right against Rotherham, So well done to Ian Banks, who predicted a 1-1 draw. He gets 3 points onto the totals, which are like this. So you can see David Williams and Kip Vader are still joint top with 24 points. Kenneth Allen's got 21. David Maynell's got 16. Alex Dixon's got 13. And then Brian Greener, Christopher Mr. Jones and David Edwards have got 10. But there's the full leaderboard on there for you to see. So get your score predictions in. There's half a season to go. There's still plenty of time to make an impact on that leaderboard and get a chance to win that shirt for next season. The Bayern Munich shirt. So like I said, Zillan DJ won the Bayern Munich shirt. I'm still waiting for you to give us your name and address so I can post it out to you. So please get in touch. The email address is in the description below. Send us it across and I'll get that Bayern Munich shirt posted out to you. If I didn't get your name and address, I'll have to roll the shirt over and do another competition. But you know, I really want you to get it, so send us your name and address. Now, like I said at the start of the video, a little bit of transfer news and a little bit of contract news. So apparently Jack Clarke's contract talks have stalled, put on ice, whatever you want to say. Apparently there's been talks ongoing since the summer transfer window. The club have said they're not going to offer him an improved offer, which to me is absolutely, you know, mind-boggling. But obviously we didn't know what they've offered him, but I know he's not the highest paid player at the club by a long way. Surely we have to try and tie him down if we lose him. We'll not replace him. Like I say, at the moment he's carrying this side with his goals, his performances. Like I said in my last video, in the last 10 months he's the only one who's scored away from home apart from Dan Ballard, I think. So for me, that I have to try and tie him down. Me personally, I think if there's a big bid comes in January, I think he'll be gone, and that'll just put Speakman under more pressure. He's already under the cosh. If we have a bad performance at the weekend, then get beat off the mags next weekend, and you know it's gonna get toxic. It's gonna get really toxic. There's already, like I've said, I'm thinking he's picking the team, he's picking the tactics, he's got too much influence. The likes of Job keep on getting the game week in, week out, just because his brother's in the stands, that sort of stuff. And if he sells Jack Clarke, then God help him. God help him. Also, Jay Stansfield's been linked as well again from Fulham. Now for me personally, had the chance to join us at the start of the season, turned us down for family reasons and went to Birmingham instead. Now suddenly, because Birmingham are playing shit, does he want to jump ship and come to us? Well, I'm sorry lad, but you had your chance to come at the start of the season. You didn't want to come so you can piss off. That's just my personal opinion. Yes, you've scored goals in a bad Birmingham side, but I'm sorry, but you know, you either want to play for us or you didn't. Had the chance at the start of the season, you turned us down, so I wouldn't even think about going back there again. But that's just me. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below around that Jack Clarke news and Stansfield as well. Would it be a good thing or would it be a bad thing going back in for Stansfield? Just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's supported the channel, liked, subscribed and shared in the past year. Contribute with your comments. It's been an absolutely fantastic year. Never thought I'd get where I am. Our two members, Banks and Bell and Percy Thrower, who put some fantastic comments in there after each video. Greatly appreciated. Keep them coming. Everybody have a very, very happy new year. Hopefully we can get a good win on New Year's Day. Get 3 points to start 2024. Watch out for some new content that'll be coming out. You know, I'm looking to put a few podcasts together just to get a bit more interaction with the subscribers, which will be greatly appreciated as well. But until the next time, we'll see you next year. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.